Welcome to All This With Athis, where we are going over the biggest gaming news in the last week. Darkest Dungeon 2, developed and published by Red Hook Studios, released on May 8th. Described as a roguelike road trip of the damned. Form a party, equip your stagecoach, and set off on the decaying landscape on a last gasp quest to avert the apocalypse. The greatest dangers you face, however, may come from within. It is currently sitting at around a 75% positive rating on Steam, the biggest general criticism being that it is very different compared to the first game. The PC port for the Doom 2 RPG released last Sunday. The Doom 2 RPG was originally made for mobile phones in 2009 and sees a mix of turn-based RPG meet the Doom universe. This is an unofficial port of the game released by GEC Entertainment. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom by Nintendo released last Friday. It is the highly anticipated sequel to Breath of the Wild, which released in 2017, and it is available on the Nintendo Switch. The next major update for Star Trek Online, titled Unraveled, released this Tuesday, introducing new story, a new expedition, a new event, and other changes and updates. In the world of Stellaris, the brand new Galactic Paragons DLC, as well as Update 3.8 titled Gemini, both released this Tuesday. The DLC costs $15 by itself on Steam and features unique council roles, new dynamic leaders, a mechanic called Galactic Heroes, new traditions, new civics, and more. The Gemini update includes a beta for cooperative multiplayer, a sector editor, a variety of bug fixes, and many other changes and new features. Patch 3.0.1 for Total War Warhammer III released this Tuesday, which sees performance updates that arose with the release of Patch 3.0, as well as a few other minor updates. The May update for Halo Infinite released this Wednesday, featuring Super Fiesta returning to the game, quality of life changes for Forge, improvements to theater and observer modes, and a few other changes. Payday announced that the gameplay trailer for Payday 3 will be released this summer. The open beta for Street Fighter VI was announced to be May 19th through May 21st, featuring 8 characters and cross-play between PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as Steam. Paradox has announced a new Content Creator Pack DLC to Cities Skyline. Industrial Evolution, created by Samantha Woods, will add 34 new historical brick factories with tall smokestacks, 18 modern light industry buildings, and 18 contemporary modern industry buildings to the game. Liberté, a deck-building roguelite inspired by the French Revolution and body horror developed by Superstatic, will leave early access and fully release May 23rd. The game currently costs $20 on Steam and GOG. A new gameplay trailer for V Rising's newest expansion, Secret of Gloomrot, was released. Secret of Gloomrot is releasing May 17th as a free update for everyone who owns the base game. Secret of Gloomrot will feature a new zone and many other updates. V Rising currently costs $20, which doesn't take into account for paid DLC that is available. In the wake of the release for patch 10.1 for World of Warcraft's Dragonflight expansion, Blizzard has announced the next update for the game coming this summer, titled Fractures in Time. This update will include a new mega dungeon, a new support spec for the Evoker, new public events, Warlock updates, and more. Blizzard has also announced official hardcore servers for World of Warcraft Classic, which will be coming this summer. Characters on hardcore servers will act like traditional hardcore characters in other games, where they only have one life. If you die, it's over, you have to start again. Official hardcore servers will let people play on dedicated servers without the need of the add-on, which had a variety of additional controversial rules in order to prevent cheating. Blizzard will also be adding a new duel option that is a duel to the death. In addition to all of this, Blizzard also announced that the next season of World of Warcraft Classic was in the works. The Server Slam event for Diablo IV happened this past weekend to allow players an opportunity to play the game early while also stress testing the servers. Diablo IV is scheduled to launch on June 6. Microsoft announced that the Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct Double will be hosted on June 11th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. This event will include a variety of announcements and updates for various Xbox titles, interviews, a deep dive into Bethesda's upcoming game Starfield that is releasing in September, and more. Hollow Knight Silksong, the sequel to Hollow Knight, developed by Team Cherry, was announced to be delayed until past June 2023. This is just a reminder to anyone who is still using legacy Mojang accounts to play Minecraft that you will need to migrate your account to a Microsoft account by September 19th, 2023 at 8 a.m. Pacific Time in order to play Minecraft. Mojang support will no longer help with any migration issues starting September 5th, 2023. In the world of esports, the International 2023 for Dota 2 was officially announced to be taking place at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, United States. Group stages will kick off on October 14th, with the grand final taking place on October 29th. More information and the presumed TI Battle Pass will be announced soon. The DPC Summer Tour also starts May 15th and culminates with a Bali Major in June. The final major for Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the Blast Paris Major 2023, kicked off last Monday with the Challenger stage which saw 8 teams eliminated from the tournament and 8 teams progress to the Legend stage. Here are my pick'ems for the Challenger stage, and here are my pick'ems for the Legend stage. The Legend stage is currently in progress this week, and the top 8 teams will progress to the playoffs happening this weekend, with the grand final being on Sunday, May 21st. The mid-season invitational for League of Legends kicked off on May 2nd and is currently underway. The tournament is currently in the playoff stage, and the grand final is scheduled to start May 21st at 4 AM Pacific time. This has been some of the biggest news in gaming over the past week. See you next week.